The choice is limitless when it comes to hard landscaping options. Tanya, welcome again. Right, we need you to tell us exactly what you need to know about hard landscaping.
Andrew, the options are endless when it comes to hard landscaping, and there are some great options and alternatives available for us. And really, the best part about it is that we can do it all ourselves. You can choose to pave your small garden, making the use of raised garden beds or pots to create a contained garden. You can plan a walkway, which is the hard landscaping, to meander through your garden, showing off the best aspects of your garden along the way. You can also use a deck, swimming pool, a pergola as part of the design rather than it being a separate element. Sometimes it's easier to look at your garden levels, the surrounds or your garden function to help you decide what hard landscaping you want to include. An example of this would be, remember to keep your hard landscaping uniform or complementary to the style of your home. This is really important. And think about what the surface is going to be used for. If it's a deck, ideally, yes, around a swimming pool. Are you going to keep it maintained, or are you going to let it weather and become that old kind of tattered look that you might want? So it's very important that you keep the end goal in mind of what you're wanting. These are some things that you need to consider and keep in mind when choosing your hard landscaping finish. A slope which can be turned into a terraced wall, which could provide structure and of course then prevent erosion. A shallow rise in soil levels can be converted into a small raised bed by very simply just building up a wall. Retaining wall blocks can be planted with a creeper that will then just kind of cascade over the edge, which will create a softer look while providing some function as well as a solid wall. Or what about if you need something to screen your direct view into the municipal dump, or even worse, your neighbours? It may screen your garden from them. Raising your wall is an option, and you can create interest in an otherwise plain 8-foot wall. So think about that. 8-foot garden wall, instead of just looking at that, rather put in some hard landscaping, which will then just change your eye line a bit, and of course, just improve the look. Create formal lawn rooms, and this is where you can have loads of fun. And you can do this by either linking a path or open your view to distract from a lawn where you can see kids playing or any other part of the garden. And here you can go wild with shapes, circles, ovals, rectangles, but think about using them because you'll be amazed at what it can do to the overall look of your garden. And another great option in terms of hard landscaping is to think of screening. And here you could use it to divide the washing line from your patio area, especially if you're living in small townhouse gardens. It could be in the form of a wall, which you could clad beautifully. You could also then just use some ordinary wooden screening. But remember, this all forms part of your hard landscaping. Hard landscaping is generally part of your structure of the garden. This is where you're going to be putting down options such as the following. Paving, it could be gravel, it could be decking. It's basically an item which we would consider hard because of the material surface. So as opposed to soft, which would then be the green plants or the planting.
Tanya, thank you so much for explaining hard landscaping to us. Remember, if there's anything you need, go down and see the guys at Builders. I'll be more than happy to advise you and help you out.